Welcome back to Alicia Keeping It Real TV podcast, where you get the news that you can use. Real talk, real stories.
Yeah. It's never given pussy cause I don't give a It's a million and one ways to strike, so bitch, just try your luck. You be popping on the net, but when I see your ass, you stuck. If it ain't about the money, bitch, then you can give it up. I do what I want, you hoes need a man. Bitch, you not a up-hoe, you just a fan. I'm not letting up, I got the upper hand. It's like cooking crack, I'm in supply and demand. These niggas thirsty, it's only 7:30. You hear them all chirping, ain't no more swag, you surfing. These hoes don't serve no purpose, all on my page, they lurking. Deep down, these be hurting, most of my city purging. I've been making moves, I got a lot to prove. These niggas selling stories, ain't got inventory. No one could tell my story. Chaos before the glory, only the real fill me up. The score about 50, I've been taking off a minute, bitch, and I don't need a jet. I've been down for.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Alicia Keeping It Real TV podcast. Today we're talking about Buku Abi, R. Kelly's daughter, and her recent interview where she opened up about her upbringing and her relationship with her father. One thing she made very clear: the biggest misconception is that she doesn't love her dad. Buku Abi, born Joanne Kelly, is the daughter of R. Kelly and Andrea Kelly. She's a singer, songwriter, and mother, and she's been building her own identity outside of her father's. In her interview and documentary appearances, Buku Abi describes a complicated childhood. She says at one point her father meant everything to her. But as she got older, she began to understand things that deeply changed how she saw her past. She has publicly alleged that she was sexually abused as a child, something she says she carried in silence for years. That revelation changed everything. Not just how she viewed her father, but how she viewed herself. One of the most important things she said was this: people assume she doesn't love her dad, and that's not true. She's explained that love and trauma can exist at the same time. Choosing distance doesn't mean hate, it means survival and healing. Because R. Kelly is such a polarizing figure, people expect his children to pick a side publicly. But healing isn't black and white. Buku Abi's story shows how complicated family relationships can be when trauma is involved. Today, Buku Abi is focused on her music, her child, and her peace. She's creating her own path and using her voice to tell her story on her own terms. This conversation isn't about defending or condemning. It's about understanding. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thank you for rocking with Alicia Keeping It Real TV podcast.
I was spoiled, but I was the first girl. Yes, and firstborn, first girl. So, yeah, going on tour with my dad, it was obviously like a very interesting experience, kind of just being in that environment is crazy. Seeing all those people and traveling back and forth. Like, as a kid, you don't really understand what's going on, but, like, that's your world. You don't really know anything else at that time. So, for me, at that time, it was normal, and I just felt at home. I was like, okay, cool, we're going here. Okay, we got this show tonight. Okay, cool, we got rehearsal.
What was the moment, though, that you really felt like, wow, my dad is who he is? Like,
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I really realized, like, where I came from and who my dad was, my mom, all of that, was when I went to public school for the first time. And I got bullied for the first time.
What?
Deadass. And I had no idea, like, what was going on. Because you gotta, like, I was homeschooled pretty much up until 5th grade. So, like, I went to kindergarten or whatever, you know, but that don't really count. Don't nobody know what's going on at that time. So my first real school experience was, like, 5th grade. So I'm in class. I'm just thinking it's a normal day, like, you know. And, yeah, the bullying started. And then that's when I realized, like, oh, I'm very different than the people I am.
They tried to bully me, too.
Yeah.
But guess what? Guess what I say? I bullied the bully. You could never bully over here, okay? I am the one that takes up for somebody that's bullying somebody. Don't you play. Like, they tried to bully me, too.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand exactly where you're coming from. Okay, your dad, he has hits for days.
Absolutely.
What is one of your favorite songs by your dad?
So biasly, only because I'm in the video, is I Wish. No, I only know the chorus. I don't know the words. But because I was in the video, that probably is my favorite.
My favorite song by my dad is La La, because he's literally saying I'm the twinkle of his eye. He don't care about nobody else. I mean, sorry, not being biased or anything.
Right. Not because it's about me.
Okay. Honestly, I gotta go back and see that video to see my girl.
Yeah.
What? When you were a little, what did you imagine for yourself? Like, what did you want to be growing up? I know that your dad's in music, your mom is a dancer. We're going to get into her too. Shout out. Okay,
I really didn't think there was anything else to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like all you see. That's what everybody around you is doing, whether it be the technicians, the engineers, the photographers, videographers. Like, all I saw was creativity. So I don't really think there was a point in my life where I thought I was going to do anything else. However, I did reach a point where I tried to deny that part of myself and like force myself to do something else because of like all the negatives that I saw within the industry. I was like, I don't think I want anything to do with that. I'm gonna go be normal and like, but it kept calling me back every single time.
It's at your door.
Literally every time. I could not escape it.
No, listen, but let's get into your mom.
Yes.
Okay, your mom is a dancer, choreographer, a dance teacher,
Actress. Clock it.
Actress. Did you ever try to follow in her footsteps with, you know, dancing, acting, anything?
Yeah, I think all of that came naturally, right? Because I'm with both of my parents, so I've also been exposed to like the dance world. And when my mom had her dance company in Chicago, I worked very closely with her doing that. So yeah, I danced. I love dancing. I did theater when I was younger. Literally anything creative, I've probably tapped into at least once in my life. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
So tell me about your mom. What's y'all bond like?
Yeah.
You know, like let the people know more about you and your mom and y'all bond.
My mom, that's my girl. That's my girl. That's my best friend. I love her to death. I think what I love about her the most is she allows me to just experience life from a woman's perspective and not like necessarily her daughter. So I think one of the biggest growing pains that I've experienced or we're going through right now is, you know, once you become a parent or a mother, you start looking at your parents differently, or like they kind of come off the pedestal a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When you enter parenthood. And so she has offered so much grace and like so much patience while I figure out those like really tough emotions. But at the end of the day, I love my mama to death. She loved me to death. I'm always gonna have her back. Like, I love that woman. She's such an inspiration to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
You talk about your mom like I talk about my mom.
I love my mama. She could be dead wrong. That's my mom. She's
my
okay.
mom,
She good.
Literally, like, that is the number one person. Like, I could be so mad at her, but it's like, I would never play with her. Like, literally, because I know she's the one person that has my back, gonna ride for me,
no matter
gonna
what.
tell me when I'm wrong. Like, we need those type of parents around us.
Exactly.
Yeah, so now that you're an adult and you are a mom,
I am a mom.
do you view your parents different now? Or do you feel like things that you got mad at when you were younger, now that you are a parent, you understand more?
Yeah, definitely. I think more than anything, now that I'm a parent, I just look at my parents as just two human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, before, they had such high responsibility and I had such high expectations for them. And like, why aren't you doing this? Why isn't this that way? Or why did you mess up like that? Or whatever the case may be. But I think now that I'm a parent, they're just two human beings trying their best. They did the best they could. They're continuing to do the best that they can. And now it's my turn to do the best that I can for my son. So it's cool. It's very interesting, that perspective change once you become a parent.
Yes,
It's very
I
interesting.
know. And also, I know that we are both in the industry because, like, you know, our parents are, and they brought us in this, and this is why we're in the light. But what misconception do people have about your parents? That people have so many misconceptions about my dad and my mom and me, like about yourself too. Like, what misconceptions do people have about your unit, your family, that you want to clear up right now?
It's like, where do you want to start? It's a whole list of things.
Girl.
But I think
since school,
literally,
where do I want to start? You want me to start first?
We'll be here all day. When we got an hour, we're going to be here for like 3.
Listen.
No, But I think overall, my biggest thing that I've learned is just to be careful how you talk to people, how you speak over people's lives, because you genuinely do not know what somebody has going on. I don't care how much is in the tabloids. I don't care how many court cases you done seen on TMZ. Like, you don't know anything. So just be very careful about how you speak about people. But yeah, I think the biggest misconception is just like, careful how you speak, and the grass is not greener on the other side. Like, you might see people traveling across the world on yachts, on boats, like whatever, but you have no idea what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Even me, like, I be I go through it sometimes, you feel me? And people just look at me or see my Instagram or whatever, and they're like, oh, she must have this, she's got that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I work very hard for what I have and what people see. I work very hard for it. So yeah, the grass is just not always greener on the other side. Don't fall for that.
Trying to tell you. Last question about the parents, then we're going to get into you. I just want, last thing, what do people don't know about your mom and dad that you want them to know?
Well, one, I'm going to look at the camera when I say this.
Please.
I love my father, okay? It's a big misconception that there is hate or like animosity towards him. It's none of that. At the end of the day, I went through what I went through. My family went through what they went through, and I'm going to hold people accountable. However, that does not reflect how I feel about that man. I love my dad. I support him as the artist that he is. But as a human being, you have a responsibility to uphold, and that's that. Now, my mother, love her to death. I'm so proud of the person that she is. And yeah, when it comes to how I view them and what I want people to know is just that we are a very genuine family unit, and we wear our heart on our sleeves. The shit that we've been through is real. It's not fake. It's not scripted. It's none of that. So just take that into consideration when you talk about me and mine.
Oh my gosh, I love you. You're so dope.
Thank you.
Listen, okay, now let's get into you. You're a big sister.
I'm
siblings. Okay, tell me what's your role over there? Like,
I'm like mama part 2, like second mom.
Yes, that's how I be. My brothers be looking at me like, girl, who mama are you? I'm like, yours.
Right. What? I tell my brother all the time, you were my first son. Don't get it misunderstood.